Cassens didn't work out. I didn't like it, so I quit. This is what I didn't like or agree with. This is my criticism from with Cassens Transport. They had me go to Detroit. You new to the field, you brand new. You got to go to Detroit and you got to stay at that hotel. This is at the time when I was there. I know things change all the time, but I'm speaking on my experience when I was there. I'm finna give you the address. Somebody watching this been there. 13475 Eldon Street, Detroit, Michigan. That's where they had me drive for orientation. So I drove there. It's about a 3-hour trip from where I stay. I stay in Chicago to Detroit. That's about a 3-hour trip. Took the Ram truck, drive a diesel Ram truck, and filled the tank up. Drove there. Took about 3 hours. Only burned less than half a tank. I'm like, okay, great. This is a great start. I still got a whole more than half of a tank left. Get to the hotel. Cool. The hotel's great, man. Cool. All right, let's get to it. 2 weeks pass. All right, you're done training. So then I start working. I start training with the guy that I was training with. And the first thing that he says when I first started is like, everything they told you in Detroit, forget it. I'm just like, damn, okay, well, why did I go to Detroit then? This is some criticism that I'm gonna give. And before I even say that, let me just shout out in Detroit, the 2 trainers that was in Detroit, you guys may know them, Keith and Jordan. Those guys are great. Those were the 2 main trainers out there in Detroit, and those are some good guys, man. They're funny, they're very informative. They know a whole lot. They was very helpful. Those are good dudes right there. But the whole process of even just made me start criticizing the whole process of why I was even had to drive to Detroit in the first place. Once I got back to Chicago, the trainer telling me, don't everything they told you in Detroit, man, squash all that, fuck all that. We gonna do it my way. This is a serious question. Why did I have to go to Detroit? Because this facility, this terminal is not like it's some state-of-the-art terminal where they got they got, like a cutting-edge, like training methods and shit like that. It's just Jordan and Keith. And they just sharing their knowledge. Jordan, Keith, and a bunch of raggedy-ass cars that we practice on. The only difference in Detroit versus any other terminal, I guess, is that they had cars that we were able to practice on. They had everything from little sedans to Ford F-150s, but they was all old, beaters, raggedy, little beater cars. That's what we was doing out there, just practicing the ramps and hydraulics and all of that, and driving the cars and the ramps, all that. Just for me to come back to Chicago and then tell me like, hey man, don't even worry about what you learned in Detroit. We're gonna do it differently out here. But I just didn't, after a while, I just didn't really like it. I just didn't like it, man. This type of job requires a lot of climbing. I don't mind climbing, but it's like you gotta climb. It's like it's dangerous, man. Shit. Now I'm not scared of danger, but I don't want to fall. It just made me feel like, okay, if I did get hurt doing this, and I gotta file a report, they're gonna want to know how I got hurt. And it's gonna be up to them whether they approve it. Basically, did I get hurt doing everything the right way? Because if I did, then cool. We'll probably pay you and sick times, leave, injury, whatever they call that shit. But if I fail because I was doing it my way, they ain't gonna probably honor that, and I'm just shit out of luck. I remember when I was Jordan called it Freestyle Friday, where we would go to another yard and just basically spectate and help out other drivers. And I remember when I was over there, man, I had a breakdown, man, because it's like, damn, like everybody does shit differently, and it's not necessarily right or wrong. It's just their way of loading cars, and everybody got their own method. So I remember when I was at that yard, I was helping somebody load some shit, a bunch of Wranglers and some Ford tracks and shit. I was on the top deck. I was helping them, strap the tires and all that. And then I remember some dude came around. He had a white pickup. He was a supervisor. I was on the top deck, and his ass was like, hey, he did one of them. Like, come here, motherfucker. Come here. Come here. Like he's my fucking daddy or some shit. Like he my damn like principal or something. Like I'm like a kid in trouble. Come here. I ain't really like that. Come here. Eventually, his ass ended up coming to me because I'm on the fucking top, nigga. You come to me. You telling me to come here. Nigga, I'm already coming down. I did some shit the way I was coming down. I guess I ain't come down right. He was like, yeah, man, don't ever do that again. I'm like, okay. And then he explained what I did and why I was wrong. And I thought about it. About 2 minutes later, I came back. I was like, this job does require me to climb constantly. So there's always a chance that I'm going to fall. I gave him a little clap back. And he was like, "Oh, I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but yeah, I mean, we do this for a reason. I'm just only telling you what I'm telling you. You know, hit me with one of them. One time, this is a guy your age. He was a young guy. He failed. He was doing exactly what you was doing, and he failed and broke both his fucking elbows. So now his elbows don't work. Now he ain't got no elbows, whatever type shit. A little horror story. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I feel like what I said stands true. Like if you climbing some shit constantly, you might fall. Yeah, you got to be super careful. You got to be extremely careful anytime you have to climb in a job that requires you to climb some shit. And it's winter right now, man. It's snowing out. It's snow out here right now. You got snow, ice, and shit. So that just makes it even more of a hazard to be cautious. Slippery as shit, ice and black ice and all type of shit. Didn't feel comfortable climbing up there, and then I ain't even really got that much shit behind me to really grab onto in case I fall or whatever. Lean on something. Just didn't feel right, man. I'm over here tiptoeing, motherfucking ballerina tiptoeing off decks and shit. I didn't like that shit. I ain't like it. And the more I did it, the more I realized, I'm not. Fuck this. This ain't for me. Every car haul I talk to while I'm training, everybody's saying the same shit. Once you start car hauling, it's in your blood. You ain't gonna want to do nothing else. When I'm like, okay, cool, all right. I don't. It ain't in my blood. I guess it just wasn't gonna be in my blood. I don't know. I guess everybody different. Some people can't go over the road and sleep in trucks. That's understandable. Some people just ain't gonna be ever really good at backing in. No matter how long they've been driving, they still suck. Certain jobs, man, it's just some people can't work the night shifts. Everybody is different. I think that car hauling shit, it sounded cool. It looked cool and sounded cool until I was actually in the shit. And it was like, all right, yeah, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I want it. Let me take that back. I can do anything I wanted. I can do anything I set my mind to, but I don't think I want to set my mind to telling myself I'm doing this. I don't think I want to do this. So I just quit, man. I just said, fuck it. I actually was on the way to work. This was my second week in training. I was on the way to work. I got up, got dressed, everything, on the way to training. And on the way, I just had an epiphany. My intuition is telling me, turn around. Don't, this shit, it's wrap it up. It's a wrap. I'm done. So I texted my trainer. I was like, hey, man, I'm not a car hauler. And I don't think he wasn't, I don't even think he was surprised. I think he felt the frustration in me all while he was training with me. I don't think it came to no surprise to my trainer that I was done with that shit. He was just like, all right, man, turn your tablet in. Now I'm on to the next journey. I'll let y'all know what's going on. But now I'm on my journey. I'm on the journey to the next situation. Because one thing about me, if I don't like a job, I'm going to quit. I mean, shit, the job I had when I got fired from, that was my ideal job, my perfect scenario type of situation. That job was perfect for me, but I fucked it up. Got fired. I still don't believe I should have got fired. I believe they shouldn't have jumped straight to that. They should have wrote me up, suspended me or something, but just to straight fire me, I disagree with wholeheartedly. And I would say that even if it wasn't me. I did not deserve to be fired, but it is what it is. Life ain't fair. It ain't supposed to be sometimes. I get that. So now I'm out here just searching for my ideal situation. Will I be inconvenienced? Probably. It's going to be some things, some sacrifices I got to make. Understand that. I don't believe in working a job that I don't fucking really, I don't believe in that. I done had so many truck driving jobs. It's crazy. Maybe this is a testament to who I am as a person, but I don't know. I don't think this is a career for me. This is not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I honestly feel like I have more to offer to this world than sitting behind a fucking wheel of a tractor trailer delivering bullshit freight. I feel like it's more to life than that. And I don't want to be pigeonholed and boxed. I don't want to be delegated to just being a truck driver. I feel like I got more talent than that. I went to school to drive a truck because I heard they made a lot of money. I made a lot of money driving a truck, especially at my last job that I got fired from. I made a lot of money at that place, man. But I don't think I'm ever going to find that place. I do believe I've reached the pinnacle of my CDL career. That place there was probably the best it's going to get for me. Maybe I maxed out. And I've been driving, eight years now? I've been just 8 years driving. I don't want to do this shit my whole life, man. I don't want to do this shit my whole life. So I keep shit posted, man. I'm just sharing the journey. That's all. I'm just sharing the journey. I appreciate anybody that sat through and watched this whole thing, or even if you want to criticize me or whatever, I appreciate the view. I appreciate the view. I really do. And I'm gonna try to keep some more coming for y'all. Some more, just sharing my journey. So till I see y'all again in the next video. Appreciate y'all for watching.